using dividing fractions and whole numbers to work on story problems today, and we're going to be learning how to write an expression and draw a picture to help us solve these problems. So I have two problems to share with you. This is the first one. It says write an equation to represent the problem and then solve. Okay, so two friends share 1/4 of a large peach pie. What fraction of the whole pie does each friend get? Well, what you do in a problem like this is first we have to identify what is being split up. Is the two friends being split up, or is the 1/4 of a large peach pie getting split up? Well, in this case, this is what's being split up. Then we have to ask ourselves, how many groups are we going to split this large peach pie into? Well, it looks like 2. Okay, so now what we can do is we can create our expression or equation. What we do is we write first what's being split up, and in this case it's the large peach pie, so we write that first, 1/4. Okay, and we're going to split up, which is division. We're going to divide it up into 2 equal groups, so we're going to divide that by 2. Now to solve this, just like we've been learning in this entire unit, we change the divide sign to times, and we're going to flip the second fraction or number upside down. So now remember, a 2 has a 1 under it, so if we flip that upside down, that would be 1/2. Now we do top times top, bottom times bottom, so 1 times 1 is 1, 4 times 2 is 8. So that means if they had 1/4 of a large peach pie and they're going to split it into 2 equal groups, then each person would get 1/8 of the whole pie. On this next question, we have the same thing, except now we're going to draw a picture to help us out. I'll also write an equation too, just so you can see that. It says draw a diagram to represent the problem and then solve. April has 6 fruit bars. She cuts the bars into halves. How many 1/2 size bar pieces does she have? Alright, so if we look at this, I'm going to draw a picture first. Once again, we have to identify what is being split up. Is it the 6 fruit bars being split up, or the half-size bar pieces? Well, we're splitting up the 6 fruit bars, and we're going to split them into groups of half-size bars. Okay? So if I was going to write this equation, what it would be is whatever's being split up goes first. So 6 fruit bars, and we're going to divide them in half, or halves. Alright, so if I draw a picture here, I'm just going to draw 6 circles to represent the 6 fruit bars. 5 and 6. Okay, each one of them I'm going to divide up into halves. So I'm just going to slice each one in half. And then we find out how many half-size bars does she have. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 half-size bars. Or if I did the actual math over here, remember there's a 1 underneath the 6. We change the divide to times, and we flip the second fraction around. So that'd be 2 over 1. And if I multiply that, I get top times top, 12, bottom times bottom, 1, and 12 over 1 is 12. So that's how we draw a diagram and write an expression to solve these types of problems. Remember, it's just important to find out what are they splitting up and divide it by how many groups you're splitting it into.